What I have to share with you this week is so valuable that I'm very reluctant to put it out there. But I'm going to share it with you and hope that you use it in the proper way. Hi, I'm Larry Kaye with ShadowAnyone.com and the creator of the Investigator's Ultimate Guide series, which is premium private investigator training from someone who's been there and done that. This week I want to talk to you about search warrants and tell you some things that a lot of people don't know, even a lot of investigators, and how you can use this for your information and for your benefit and the benefit of your client. Now, here's the thing for starters. Usually, especially in hindsight, after a case has gotten to the point where it goes to court, a search warrant is public record. And that's very key to know, because that means with the proper application, you can get your hands on a search warrant. Now, these things can be sealed, and they're not always public record because of being an ongoing investigation. But by time we as private investigators frequently get a case, this is something that is available as a public record, or it's the type of thing that can be requested by an attorney in a motion for discovery. Now that you may know. And search warrants are really valuable and really interesting things. They contain just a ton of information about especially what the authorities are looking for, and this kind of tells you what they expect to find, where they're going to look, how they're searching, those types of things. But here's the real behind the scenes secret, the thing that I hope all the wannabes have clicked away by now, that they just didn't invest a few extra seconds to get to this point. Here's something, even more information than a search warrant a lot of times, and that's the application for the search warrant. Applications for search warrants are so thick and full of information, it's crazy. And I mean thick. They may only be one page or several pages or a bunch of pages, but I mean they're just loaded with information, including things like maybe statements from a confidential informant, things, they established a probable cause. They have addresses and what law enforcement expects to find, and all sorts of behind the scenes information about the investigation before they knew the end result. This is very, very valuable for you, because if you wait and get the information that's put out after the fact, you find out it's Monday morning quarterbacking. You can kind of skew things to look the way you want. But when you look at an application for a search warrant, you can see really what they knew, what they didn't know, what they were kind of guessing about, and it can be very, very valuable. Here's another bonus thing that even attorneys that file motions for discovery, this is too big, but I'm going to give it to you anyways. Not all applications for search warrants result in search warrants. So it's not just that they put in an application for a search warrant and the judge issued a search warrant. Sometimes applications are made and the judge turns them down. Still, you want to get into those as they are a matter of public record, and you want to make sure, if you're working for an attorney, that he or she knows to request applications for search warrants, even ones that were denied or turned down. And that'll be in the case file that the police have. And it's something that's really, really valuable, because you have all this other information now, and you can look at why was it turned down, where did the judge say it was weak. Tremendously valuable information. If you'd like to know what a search warrant looks like, if you'd like to know what an application for a search warrant looks like, go on over to ShadowAnyone.com /search warrant. There's what I'll do is I'll put up there examples of search warrants for you, including for DNA, for like telephone search warrants. I'll put up a search warrant application for you, just these different files, so you can see what these things look like from the real world, and you'll know how valuable they are, and whether or not you should really pursue them in the case that you're working. So be sure to go over to ShadowAnyone.com /search warrant and get those free copies. You don't need to put in your email address or anything like that. If you do like the information and you want more like that, I would suggest getting my free report, which someone pointed out to me that I've gone weeks without mentioning to you. But my report is titled, "If You Want to Be a Private Investigator, Give Up Unless You Do These 3 Things." and that's also available at shadowanyone.com. Right on the home page, you can put in your name and email and get a copy of that free report. This is Larry Kaye with shadowanyone.com. Remember, do the right thing, even if it's the hard thing.